Dictionary defines the word stepping stone as an advantageous position for advancement toward a goal. Tonight, one of these two men can look back on this contest and say this bout was a stepping stone to bigger and better things. They battle for the vacant USBA Intercontinental Middleweight title. This is the
I train hard, do my homework, train hard for this fight. I'm confident. My weight is all right. You know, everything is right there 100%.
But in order to win the title, Bryan must face the heat of Virginia State middleweight champion Bernice Barber. Barber says his plan will be to put on as much heat on Bryan as possible.
But being undefeated and, you know, he's a good boxer, I tend for him to try to outpoint him more so. But I don't plan to box. So now I plan to be as close to him as I can and make it more so a brawl more so than a...
So the stage is set for an exciting championship match. Lloyd Bryan versus Bernice the Heat Barber for the USBA Intercontinental Middleweight title. He knows he can go to 12 rounds. He's been in the 12-round situation before, in a championship situation before. He said that may prove to be his advantage in this fight.
Well, one thing about Bryan, he usually doesn't need much urging to turn his fights into brawls. And is a fighter that likes to get inside and throw hard shots to the body.
Bernice Barber, the Virginia State middleweight champion, also the United Boxing Association Pan American middleweight champ. The left hand there by Bryan, following with the right hand to the body.
You can see the deliberate style of Bernice the Heat Barber. He's really waiting to see what Bryan is going to bring to him in this first round and try to catch him from the counter-puncher stance in this first.
In the first minute, round one, scheduled for 12. Bryan originally from St. Mary's, Jamaica. In the audience tonight, the former three-time world welterweight and junior middleweight champion, also native of Jamaica. Time down, and Bernice Barber. Bernice Barber hands Jabba down with the right hand.
And Gary, you could see Bernice Barber trying to counter as Bryan came in from the opening bell in this fight. And Jabba's in a lot of trouble in this one right now. He went down hard, and you better know how to survive.
This isn't the first time that Jabba's tasted the canvas. Each time he's come back to win. But Bernice Barber stunning everybody here at Martin's Crosswinds. A big knockout in the first round. Inside the final minute of the first.
And you can see that Jabba is still hurt in this round. He's looking around, but now it's man on man, and the only one that can help him is himself.
Final 40 seconds, first round. From the final minute on, it's been all Bernice Barber.
You can see that Barber is really stalking Jabba now, trying to get him out, and Bryan is still on very shaky legs here in this first round.
Left hand by Barber. Final 10 seconds, round one. And surprising turn of events for many here at Martin's Crosswinds as Bryan takes the canvas courtesy of Bernice Barber. Stay with us here for Martin's Crosswinds in a moment. This one's scheduled for 12. Here on Boxing Spotlight for the USBA Intercontinental Middleweight Championship. I'm Gary Williams, along with Charles James and the rest of our Boxing Spotlight crew.
Gary, this has been a tremendous fight so far. In the first round, it looked like it might not go very much further as Bernice Barber had Bryan on the canvas with an overhand right. One punch that had him looking as if he might not make the count. But by the second round, Bryan had come back, and on my unofficial scorecard, I gave the second and the third round to Bryan to make this fight even.
Bernice the Heat Barber out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Regular 12-2, 7 KOs. Bryan undefeated at 12-0 with 8 KOs. Bryan seems more measured now, more poised, taking his time.
was thinking more about offense than defense, and it seems that he's settled down now after that first round, and he's gotten himself together really quickly, Gary, to be perfectly honest.
Into the halfway point of the third round. Right hand lands by Pat. Into the final 20 seconds. Keep Jabba Bryan down in the first round. Since that time, Jabba's come back. And both men have fought well.
And Gary, this is a very, very close fight. Right now, I have Jabba Bryan ahead by 1 point. The first round I gave convincingly to Bernice Barber 10-8. But I've given Jabba the next 3 rounds. I think that he's thrown the more accurate punches. And even though he's given more movement, I just think he's been more effective with his offense than Barber. But those rounds could be going either way.
Barber tries to land the right hand over the top. Fans standing throughout Martin's Crosswinds here in Greenbelt, Maryland.
And Gary, in the first round, it looked as if Barber was trying to set Jabba up for the counter punch. I get that same feeling in this round. He's conserved a lot of his energy. As you saw, he tried to land a big right hand there. Looks like he's trying to measure and counter Jabba coming in and catching him with the same right hand to put him down in the first.
Jabba now trying to use the jab. Jabba made Bryan pay for one of his Barber pay for one of his mistakes. We head toward the halfway point of the 5th round.
And that's a skill level. When you see a fighter getting into his first title attempt, he has to make use of good skills like that. You saw Jabba Bryan, after making Bernice miss, he caught him with coming in, and those are the punches that really hurt. Belts under his wing, so this is going to be an important swing bout for both of these guys as far as their career is concerned.
Into the final 20 seconds of the 5th round. Combinations by Barber.
You see Jabba doing good body work, staying patient, and Bernice Barber really let his hands fly in that last series.
Final seconds, round 5. Back in a moment from Boxing Spotlight.
Now you see it. Now
Jabba.
Well, when you get caught like Jabba did near the end of the last round, that movement is not only offensive, but it's defensive, because you need to be there in the later rounds. If Bryan can buy time and steal a round from Barber and not take any more punishment, he can rejuvenate and continue to go back inside and trade.
Heading to the final minute of the 7th round.
You can see as Jabba tried to get out of the way of that last exchange, his legs still really aren't under him as well as they should be.
Bryan lands the right hand.
And Gary, you heard Bernice Barber in
in big trouble. The body shot real low by Bryan. The Barber's like he's in trouble. The fans are on their feet at Martin's Crosswinds.
Gary, now we have to see if Jabba Bryan has enough in the tank to get Bernice Barber out of there, because it looks like he's really got him in some trouble in this round.
Final 30 seconds of the 7th round. Jabba Bryan playing what could be his best round so far in this bout. Final 15 seconds. And Barber may have his legs underneath him.
Gary, these guys have amazing recuperative powers. Just when it looked like Jabba Bryan might be losing the edge, he comes back with a big punch that rocks Bernice Barber and gets himself out of the round. As we stay here between rounds, coming into the 8th round, that was Gary. Part of the reason is now that Jabba is given the movement, he's not coming forward and getting hit as flush with those right hands. He's going away from those punches, and it takes a little bit of the steam off as Bernice Barber stalks Jabba Bryan.
There's a big right hand by Barber that time. And Jabba falls into the corner again. Combination by Barber.
You can see Jabba Bryan now against the ropes. He nails Barber
Final minute, round 10. He's on their feet.
And Gary, Darryl Terrell will see Tyson in attendance tonight. He just walked up to the table and said, boy, this is a tough fight. And when Darryl's seen it all, when he comes in and he puts his blessing on a fight, you know you're watching a good one. Dude. And Gary, what you'll see now is the job of Bryan of old as he tries to finish this thing. There's one thing we know about job of Bryan. He's an excellent finisher. Recuperative powers. We're going to have to see if Jabba Bryan doesn't get him out of here in this round. Will he have enough to continue this fight himself?
Now Bryan uses his movement and his perfect to the ring.
And Gary, it is sheer willpower that's keeping Bernice Barber fights back.
Bernice the Heat Barber. Both men giving it all they have.
And the question will be, how much did Jabba Bryan use up in trying to get Bernice Barber out of here in this round?
Barber caught Bryan with a sneaky right hand. Right hand by Bryan. Bryan in trouble. Barber caught Bryan with right hand. Second knockdown of the fight.
And Gary, it was 2 punches in that combination that caught Jabba Bryan flush. He's in a lot of trouble right now.
Into the final 30 seconds of the 11th round. Well, a tremendous 11th round. First starting with Bryan knocking down Barber. But Barber comes back. He knocks down Bryan. Final 20 seconds of the 11th round. We'll keep it here.
Gary, I wonder if there's any way that they can split that belt and both of them walk out of here with half.
Yes, something. Final 10 seconds of the 11th round. We'll keep it here at Martin's Crossway. And the fans on their feet.
And how are you going to score this fight? How can you score a round like this when both fighters have the other fighter in serious trouble? We go in the corner of Lloyd Jabba Bryan. He had everything going his way. He might have expended a little too much energy because at the end of that round, Bernice Barber got some reserves from somewhere and really rocked Jabba Bryan as he went to the canvas. You can see in the corner they're trying to get Jabba Bryan.
Can you believe this? This is the 12th and final round. Let's hear it for these both fine warriors. Larry Doggett scored the bout 113 for Barber, 113 for Bryan. He called it a draw. Judge Oscar Bryan saw it, 115 to 112. Judge Leo Schumacher scored it 114 to 113. The winner by majority decision and new USBA champion is Lloyd Jabba Bryan.
But after I hit him with the first right hand, I kind of lost my game plan. And I was trying to land the right hand, constantly land the right hand. He was screaming at me, go to the body, come back up top, you know, throw more punches. And I was so out trying to land the right hand that I didn't put up a big enough output. And he outworked me, he out-hustled me.
Let's talk to you, trainer Bobby Jordan. And Mr. Jordan, let's talk about the 11th round. First of all, you get knocked, Bernice gets knocked down in that 11th round. He comes back strong. What did you tell him going into the 11th round, and what did you tell him coming out and going into the final round?
At that time, Bernice was up to be. He had captured the lead. But when he got knocked down, I kept hollering, keep your left hand up, keep your left hand up. And he dropped it, and he came over top and dropped Bernice. From that 11th round up to the 12th, that decided the fight. And to me, when Bernice got up off that canvas, he put, what is his name? Jabba Bryan back in trouble. He had him out. Then came the 12th round. I just knew we could get it at the edge, but he seemed like he out-hustled us at the end. But all I'm asking is for one thing. It's a rematch. He deserves it because he could have went either way. If we had been at home, we'd have got the decision.